We live in a society that has spent the last 50 years systematically lying to you about the nature of desire, conditioning you to believe that if you simply follow the rules of civilization, if you are polite, if you are accommodating, if you suppress your darker impulses, you will be rewarded with the loyalty and adoration of a woman. But you are standing here today, confused and frustrated, because you have followed every single rule, you have played the role of the good man to perfection. And yet you are going home to an empty bed, while the man who breaks every rule, the man who embodies chaos, the man who treats civilization with contempt, is the one she cannot stop thinking about. This is not a mistake in the system. This is the system. You are suffering from a biological blindness. You are trying to negotiate desire with logic, but desire is not logical. It is biological, it is primal, and it is ruthless. The reason she picks him and leaves you in the dust is not because she is toxic or crazy, but because her DNA is programmed to seek a specific frequency of energy that you have been terrified to emit. You are offering her safety, but she is craving survival. You are offering her comfort, but she is craving competence. And in the primitive lizard brain of a woman, nice is often interpreted as weak, and harmless is interpreted as useless. Today we are going to perform surgery on your belief system. We are going to rip out the lies that have made you invisible and replace them with the cold, hard truths that will make you undeniable. Let's talk about the single biggest misconception that keeps men trapped in the friend zone or the betrayal zone. You believe that niceness is a virtue. But in the harsh reality of evolutionary psychology, niceness is only a virtue if it is a choice. If you are nice because you are incapable of being dangerous, if you are polite because you are terrified of conflict, if you are agreeable because you lack the strength to stand your ground, then your niceness is not a virtue. It is a survival strategy for the weak. Women with their hypersensitive intuition can smell the difference between a peaceful man and a harmless man from a mile away. A harmless man is nice because he has to be. A dangerous man is nice because he chooses to be. The man she is obsessed with, the one you call a jerk, is often displaying signals of high competence. He is not afraid to offend her. He is not afraid to lose her. He is not afraid of social pressure. These traits signal to her subconscious mind that this man can survive in a hostile environment. If the world goes to hell tomorrow, the nice guy will perish because he needs permission to act. The dangerous guy will survive because he creates his own rules. Her biological imperative is to mate with the survivor, not the martyr. When you suppress your aggression, when you hide your teeth, you are effectively castrating yourself in her eyes. She doesn't need a man who agrees with her. She needs a man who can lead her, and you cannot lead someone you are afraid to upset. Now we must address the chemical addiction that dictates her choices, the dopamine-cortisol loop. You have probably asked yourself, why does she stay with him when he gives her so much anxiety? The answer lies in the very nature of human attention. The human brain ignores consistency. If you walk into a room with a ticking clock, after 5 minutes, you stop hearing the clock. Your brain filters it out because it is predictable. You, my friend, have become the ticking clock. You are consistent, reliable, and always there. You have become background noise. The man she picks is not a ticking clock. He is a thunderstorm. You never know when a thunderstorm is going to strike, how long it will last, or how intense it will be. This unpredictability creates a spike of cortisol, stress, in her brain, followed by a massive rush of dopamine, pleasure, when the storm passes and he shows her affection. This chemical roller coaster is more addictive than cocaine. By being perfectly consistent, by texting back instantly, by always being in a good mood, you are denying her the chemical highs she craves. You are boring her biology. And listen, if this is starting to make sense, if you are realizing that you have been playing the game with the wrong controller, then you need to stop what you are doing and lock in with this channel. Subscribe right now. We are not here to give you blue pill comfort. We are here to give you the red pill reality that will save your life. We are building a brotherhood of men who refuse to be average. Join us. Now let's go deeper into the vacuum of desire. There is a concept in physics that nature abhors a vacuum. In relationships, the opposite is true. Desire requires a vacuum. Desire acts like a fire. It needs air to burn. That air is space and absence. You are smothering the fire because you are constantly dumping fuel on it without letting it breathe. You are so afraid that she will forget you that you constantly remind her of your existence. But here is the dark truth. She cannot love you while you are standing in front of her. She loves you in the moments when you are gone, when she is wondering where you are, when she is checking her phone and seeing nothing. In that silence, her imagination starts to work. She starts to paint a picture of you that is far better than reality. She starts to convince herself of her value to you. The man she picks understands the power of the ghost. He is busy. He is on a mission. He is not sitting around waiting for a text. When he withdraws his attention, she feels a sudden drop in validation, and her instinct is to chase him to get it back. This is the rubber band effect. You pull away, she snaps back towards you. But if you never pull away, there is no tension, and the rubber band goes limp. You must have the courage to create a void. You must have the self-respect to be scarce. If you are always available like a convenience store, do not be surprised when she treats you like one, stopping by only when she needs something cheap and quick, but never staying for the long haul. Everything in human interaction comes down to frame. The frame is simply the accepted reality of the interaction. In every relationship, there is a dominant frame and a subordinate frame. The person with the stronger belief in their own reality wins. The reason she picks him is that he refuses to enter her frame. He forces her to enter his. When she tests him, creates drama, acts cold, challenges him, he does not crumble. He does not try to fix it by apologizing or over-explaining. He remains amused, unbothered, and grounded. He treats her emotional storms like a light breeze. This signals immense psychological strength. You, however, immediately jump into her frame. If she is sad, you panic. If she is mad, you apologize. If she pulls away, you chase. You are reacting to her reality, which makes you the side character in her story. Women are naturally solipsistic. They are the center of their own universe. They dream of a man whose gravity is so strong that it pulls them out of their own orbit and into his. They want to be part of your mission, your vision, your world. But you have no world if your entire focus is on her. The man she chooses has a purpose that is higher than her. He would sacrifice the relationship to save his mission. Paradoxically, this makes her want to be with him more because she knows he cannot be bought, controlled, or swayed. He is an immovable object, and that makes her feel safe enough to surrender. So, where do we go from here? This is not about becoming a villain. It is not about treating women poorly. It is about treating yourself with so much respect that you no longer tolerate mediocrity from anyone, including her. It is about killing the nice guy persona that you created as a shield to protect yourself from rejection. That shield is now a prison. You must break out. You must embrace your capacity for danger, your capacity for absence, and your capacity for selfishness. The next time you feel the urge to double text, to apologize for existing, to change your plans for her, stop, freeze. That is your weakness talking. Kill it. Choose the path of the high-value male. Be the man who walks away when the deal isn't right. Be the man who prioritizes his legacy over her validation. When you finally stop chasing, you will turn around and see that she, and the world, has been running after you the whole time. The script is flipped. The game has changed. You are now the player, not the NPC. Now turn off this video, go look in the mirror, and decide who stares back at you, the man she pities or the man she craves. The choice is yours. Before you click away, before you go back to the distractions, the scrolling, and the numbing comfort of your daily routine, I need you to stay with me for one final moment of brutal clarity. We have spent the last 40 minutes dissecting the biology of attraction, the psychology of the nice guy, and the dark reality of what women actually crave. But all of this information, every scientific fact, every psychological trick, every evolutionary theory, is utterly useless if you do not make a blood covenant with yourself right now. The woman you are obsessing over, the one who ignores your texts, the one who treats you like an option, she is not the problem. She is just a mirror. She is reflecting the way you treat yourself. If she treats you like you are disposable, it is because you have disposed of your own dreams to chase her. If she treats you like you are boring, it is because you have bored yourself by living a life of safety and fear. You are angry at the mirror for showing you a reflection you don't like. But breaking the mirror won't fix your face. You have to change the man standing in front of it. You are standing at a crossroads tonight. To your left is the path you have always walked, the path of the pleaser, the apologist, the man who waits for permission to live. It is a comfortable path, but it leads to a graveyard of regret. It leads to you, 10 years from now, watching her build a life with a man who wasn't afraid to be dangerous, while you sit in the shadows of what could have been. To your right is the path of the high-value man. It is a lonely path. It is a painful path. It requires you to kill the boy inside you who needs mommy's approval. It requires you to walk into the fire of rejection and burn away everything that is weak, everything that is needy, everything that is fake. It demands that you become selfish with your time, ruthless with your focus, and unapologetic about your standards. It demands that you become the kind of man who doesn't need a woman to complete him, because he is already a complete universe unto himself. This transformation will not happen overnight. It will feel like dying. Your old friends won't recognize you. The women who used you for attention will hate you because they can no longer manipulate you. But eventually, from the ashes of that nice guy, a new man will rise. A man who attracts, not chases. A man who selects, not begs. A man who is so deeply aligned with his purpose that his very presence commands silence when he enters a room. That is the man she craves. That is the man the world respects. And more importantly, that is the man you were born to be before the world told you to be quiet. If you felt a fire ignite in your chest while listening to this, if you felt the rage of years of being overlooked and undervalued, then do not let this feeling die. Use it. Fuel your transformation with it. We are building something here that is bigger than just dating advice. We are building a brotherhood of men who are waking up from the matrix of mediocrity. If you are ready to leave the old you behind and step into your true power, then make your mark. Hit that subscribe button, not for me, but as a promise to yourself that you are done being invisible. Join us, lock in, and never, ever look back.